Hi, this is John again from Artistry in Glass, today with a short video explaining all you need to know about hanging large wall mirrors using mastic. Now, the most important point to make right away is a warning. Mirror is very dangerous and can even be life-threatening, and it's vital, if you're in any doubt, to consult a professional. Here's a shocking example of what can happen with a faulty mirror installation. This large wall mirror was placed above a fireplace in the California residence. The owners returned home one afternoon to find it smashed into 1,000 pieces, sharp, dangerous shards on the living room floor. The chief problem with this installation was that it was glued with mastic but not secured with mechanical fastenings. It is absolutely vital, both for your own family and for any future residents, to use mechanical fastenings as well as adhesive. That way, if the mastic fails, the clips will hold the mirror in place. And conversely, if the mirror gets cracked and the clips fail, let's say by a mishandled weight in a home gym, the mastic will hold the busted pieces to the wall, preventing serious injury. Now, if you enjoy this video, please subscribe to my channel by clicking the buttons below. Frameless mirrors are a feature of home gyms, dance studios, and residential bathrooms. And this video will show you all you need to know about purchasing mirrors and safely installing them. We will go over the following 4 steps. 1. Measuring the wall and ordering the mirrors. Step 2. Preparation of the wall for the application of mastic. 3. Installing the mechanical fastenings, J-channel and clips. And 4. Applying the mastic and attaching the mirror to the wall. Measuring the wall and ordering the mirrors. The first thing to understand is that 1/4-inch thick mirror, that's the thickness recommended for walls, is a very heavy material. A panel, for example, 72 inches tall by 40 inches wide, weighs almost 70 pounds. In view of this, we recommend that homeowners should avoid extremely large mirrors because they're very difficult to handle. Also, if you place a large mirror on an uneven wall, the mirror can get flexed to create a kind of distorted fairground mirror effect. The second factor is the position of the mirrors on the wall. Cutting holes and notches in mirror is an expensive procedure, up to $100 per hole. For this reason, we recommend that you raise the mirrors up above any wall outlets or sockets. The edgework of mirrors. When a mirror is cut, the edges are razor sharp and have to be worked on to make them safe. In the glass business, edgework is the name given to the fabrication process of applying a finish to the edges of glass after it's cut. By far the best edgework for wall mirrors is called flat polished. That's a polished edge 90 degrees to the glass surface with 45-degree chamfers called arises for safety. A seamed edge is also theoretically okay if you really need to economize, but the slightly imperfect edges are offensive to the eye of a discriminating customer, so we recommend flat polished. Now, here's a tip for the frugal homeowner to save a little on edgework by asking that the bottom edge of the mirror should be seamed instead of polished. This edge will be hidden inside a J-channel and will not show, so you can request a glass company using glass speak in the following sentence. I would like your best price on 3 1/4-inch thick clear mirrors, 40 inches by 72 inches, each one with 3 flat polished edges and with 1 short edge seamed. Now, if you also speak in a gruff contractor-like voice, you will stand the best chance of getting preferential pricing. Now, the word mastic originally referred to a black sticky substance made mainly from petroleum resin, separated during the refining of crude oil. Mastic has the consistency of molasses and the appearance and smell of tar. It is available in gallon and 5-gallon containers and is used by professionals for installing a large number of mirrors. But it's also available in handy cartridges that can be dispensed from a caulking gun. The word mastic has now broadened its usage to refer to any adhesive used to attach mirrors. The important property of all mastics, black and tarry and the new acrylic ones, is that they are guaranteed safe to use on mirrors because they won't attack the silvering. So always look at the fine print on your tube of adhesive to make sure it's safe for mirrors. The main benefit of buying a 1-gallon tub of black mastic is that it's about 10 times cheaper than the smaller cartridges, and this is the reason it's favoured by glass companies. Also, some homeowners complain about the smell of black mastic, an unpleasant odour that persists for 24 to 48 hours while the glue cures and sets up. Preparing the surface for mastic. It's very important that the surface is prepared. Certain surfaces like vitreous brick, glazed tile, glass, clean metal or porcelain do not need to be primed. Mastic will stick directly to them providing the surfaces are clean. Unfinished wood should be primed with the correct primer, and painted wood should be sanded down and then primed. Concrete, brick or cement walls should be clean, dry and free from paint and then primed. Priming drywall. The commonest surface for the application of mirrors is sheetrock or drywall, and here are the instructions for priming. First, make sure the surface is flat by using a straight board to see if it is a plain surface. Pay particular attention to the lower part of the wall just above the baseboard, because if you're using the recommended J channel, it's important that this channel is not bent, because the inflexible 1/4 inch thick mirror will not fit into a warped J channel. Mastic will not stick to paint or wallpaper, so these must be removed. Using safety mask or respirator, sand the drywall in preparation for painting with primer. Once the wall is sanded, use a drywall primer like one of these to produce a professional surface for the best adhesion of mirror mastic. Step 3. Install the J channel and clips. Remember, it's always vital to use mechanical fasteners as well as mastics. Anodized aluminum J channel for 1/4 inch thick mirror comes in numerous finishes including brushed nickel, chrome, satin chrome, black and others. It's available in 12-foot lengths and can be ordered for shipping by UPS. But note that you will have to specify that your channel be cut so that it'll fit in the UPS tubes for shipping. Position the J channel at the desired height, preferably above the electrical outlets. Make sure it is level and then attach it to the wall using fasteners, preferably screwed into wooden wall studs. Next, attach the mirror clips for the top of the mirror. There are numerous types of mirror clips available on Amazon. This type has a simple mechanism that allows the sliding top to be pushed down after the mirror is in place. Although the weight is taken up entirely by the J channel, it's still a good idea to screw the clips into wooden studs for extra security. It's always a good idea to place the clips slightly higher than their exact necessary position, because you can always put rubber shims into the J channel to move the mirror up if necessary. Next, do a dry run. If you are installing a wall of mirrors that is 2, 3 or 4, it's wise to do a dry run to check that the mirrors all line up correctly before applying the mastic. It's especially important that the vertical seams between the adjacent mirrors are perfect with no gaps. If the channel is slightly out of level, it's possible to compensate by skillfully shimming up selected parts of the mirrors using rubber or plastic setting blocks like those pictured here. If your mirror is situated in an area of high humidity, It's wise to take precautions to protect the mirror edge against desilvering and the development of ugly black edge. Several proprietary products are available to spray on the mirror edge as sealants to reduce the possibility of silver deterioration. After making sure the mirrors line up and fit correctly, it's time to apply the mastic. For best adhesion, mastic, substrate and mirror should all be at room temperature, around 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Using a sturdy wooden or plastic stick, remove golf ball sized blobs of mastic and apply them to the back of a mirror at a concentration of about 2 to 3 every square foot. To avoid squeeze out, do not apply the mastic too close to the edge. Each scoop or blob of mastic will spread out to become a pat about 4 inches in diameter when the mirror is pressed into place. Now, in recent years, black mastic has been superseded by acrylic adhesive products that can be applied from a caulking gun. A further benefit of the cartridges is that these have no VOCs, that is, volatile organic compounds, gases with short or long-term adverse health effects, so unlike black mastics, there are no unpleasant odors. Acrylic adhesive should be applied in vertical beads the full length of the mirror, 5 to 6 inches apart, allowing 3 inches from the mirror edge to avoid squeeze out. Applying 3 to 4 inch diameter patches for every square foot is also acceptable. Now for the culmination of all your hard preparatory work, the moment of truth, attaching your mirror to the wall. Using gloves and safety goggles, and with the help of an assistant if necessary, carefully place the lower edge of the mirror into the J-channel and rotate it up into a vertical position. Press the mirror firmly against the wall to squish it down and spread out the mastic for maximum adhesion. Finally, when you are happy with the position, engage the top clips to secure the mirror. The curing time of standard black mastic depends on the size of the blobs. A 4-inch diameter blob will take longer than a 3-inch one. The rule of thumb is that mastic achieves 25% of strength after 24 hours, 50% of its strength after 3 days, and 100% strength after 30 days. Now, the installation of several moderate-sized mirrors is well within the capability of a home handyman or handywoman. But please remember, if you have any doubts about your ability to install a large mirror safely, always consult a professional. Finally, please call Artistry in Glass with detailed questions about decorative mirror and glasswork in the Tucson and Southern Arizona area. We've been installing mirrors since 1986, and we're very happy to help you with all your questions and queries.